Welcome back, third graders, to day 16 of math. I'm so glad that you've made it so far, and we really miss seeing your smiling faces, but I'm so glad that we get this chance to work together and teach math. All right, so let's get started, because what do we start with? The problem of the day. Here we go. Let's look at our problem today. Victoria uploaded 11 pictures from her phone and 7 pictures from her camera to Facebook. If she sorted the pictures into 9 different albums with the same amount of pics in each album, how many pictures were in each album? So I want you to pause right here. Keep this screen up and see if you can solve this on your own without any help from me. I'll see you back here in a couple of minutes. All right, well, welcome back. Let's see, what did you solve for your answer? I'm going to start at the beginning, and I see what they're trying to do right here is they're trying to trick me. They're putting things in word form, thinking it's going to be harder, but I'm too smart for them. So I'm looking at, we've got 11 pictures and 7 pictures. In math, and has a very specific meaning. It means that we're adding things together. So 11 plus 7 equals what? 18. That's something that we could have solved in first grade number talks because we're just that smart. So we've got that we have 18 altogether. Did we answer the problem? Let's see what the question is. The question is, how many pictures were in each of the albums? No, there's 18 pictures, but they're not in each of the albums. That word each tells us that we are going to do a new problem, that we're going to have to take those 18 total that we have and share them equally into 9 different albums. So let's take a look and see what we're going to do for that. So when we look at the fact that we have 18 and we need to share them equally into 9, what does that mean for a math sign? It means that I'm going to give you some, and I'm going to give you some, and I'm going to give you some, and I'm going to give you some. And that is a sign that means divide. So I have to figure out, well, I don't know division. So what I'm going to do is I can draw these circles. How many circles would I draw? 9. And then I need to share them equally. And if I were to go through and put dot, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many are in each circle? 2. 2 are in this album, 2 are in the next album, and I'd be able to solve my problem of the day. All right, well, let's get back to our main thing. Our main math lesson today is elapsed time. And yesterday was our first day of working on the number line. And I know this is a new strategy, and I know that it is new learning can sometimes be difficult, but we are smart and we're going to get this. And we've got still many more days on elapsed time. So don't worry, but let's get right back into it. Pause right here and watch video link 1 on lesson 16 and come back and see me as soon as you're done. I can't wait. All right, so let's get started. Here we go. We're going to look at elapsed time, which remember, it's a lap. How many laps around the clock are we taking to be able to figure out how long time has taken between 2 hours or between 2 times? And so let's look. We've got Connor is mowing his neighbor's yard. The times on the clock show the start and finish time. How long does he mow? So we need to look at this. The first thing that they're making us do is figure out what time is it? And so we have to look. The little hand is the hour, and that is pointing at 12 o'clock. So our hour is at 12, and then the long hand is the minute. And if it says 1, but it's not 12:01 because remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 12:05. So we're looking at 12:05 is our start time. And now we need to find out what is our end time. So then we have to look at this end time, and we've got this shorthand is right here in between the 3 and the 4. And so it hasn't made it to 4 yet, which means it's 3 o'clock. And then we need to count by 5s to get to our minutes because each one of these is worth 1, which brings it to 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's 3:25. So get your pencil and paper and let's get started. Let's make that number line right here together. All right, let's see what happens. So I take my number line, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a line on my white sheet of paper. So here's my line. I draw from one end to the other, and I know that I need to start with what time? Let's look and see. 12:05, and we're going to end with 3:25. So 12:05 is our first time. So let's put it on the first end of the number line. So we're starting at 12:05, and we're going to make it to 3:25. So the other end of our number line is 3:25. So please make this with me as we do this together, okay? All right. And we need to remember that our mountains are the hour. So we can add an hour and still be okay. What is it from 12:05, 1 hour later? 1:05. Absolutely right. So now I've got 12:05 to 1:05, and we're going to write up here to remind us to keep notes, because remember, good mathematicians take great notes, is 1 more hour. Can we go another hour? What's 1 more hour from 1:05? It's 2:05. If you said that, you were absolutely right. So now we're at 2:05, and we've got to keep our notes. Remember, our mountains are our big ones, and so then we've got 1 more hour up here. And then, can we do 1 more hour? What's 1 more hour after 2:05? Did you say 3:05? If you did, you're absolutely right. And so far we've got 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. But when we stop at 3:05, we've got to find out how much more time there is. So from 3:05 to 3:25 is what we have to figure out. We can say 10 more minutes is 3:15. 10 more minutes after that is 3:25. So now we go back and count our mountains. 1, 2, 3 hours. And then we stop, because now we have to count in a different way. Hours and minutes aren't counted the same way. So we've got 3 hours. And then we find out 10 plus 10 is 20. And so we've got 3 hours and 20 minutes. All right, now it's your turn. Are you ready? It's about recess. I hope you're still finding some time for recess outside in your backyard. So the class went to recess at the time shown on the clock. Recess is 20 minutes. When is recess over? So step 1 of this problem is what? Finding out what time it is. So let's figure out the time. Write that time down. Make yourself a number line and see if you can find out what time recess is over. I'll see you back here in just a minute. All right, well, welcome back. So here we go. So we had to first figure out the time that it was. And so when we look, the hour hand is the shorter hand. It's 11 o'clock. But what's the minute? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Wait a minute. We stopped counting by fives, and now we need to start counting by a smaller number. We need to count by ones. 25, 26, 27. So recess started at 11:27. So when you make your number line on your paper, the beginning should be what time? This time, 11:27. So let's get that 11:27 up there. And this time we don't know when it ends. That's the question. So this is what we're trying to figure out, is this question of what time does it end? But we know we need to add 20 minutes. So we can add a mountain of 10 minutes. And what's 10 minutes? 11:27 plus 10 more minutes. And then another mountain of 10 minutes. And guess what? We'll be at the end. We'll know what time it is that it takes. So let's look at our picture. So 11:27 is our start time. 10 more minutes takes us to 11:37, and 10 more minutes is 11:47. So recess that starts at 11:27 ends at 11:47. All right, now it's your turn. But come on, you've had it easy so far. Here's a couple to solve, and a couple different ways of looking at it. So Paul made a number line to show the times he started reading and finished reading. I hope you're doing this at home. I hope you're still reading at home. Don't ever stop. I read every day. It's so important. Paul read 45 minutes. And the number line, which number line shows 4 o'clock is the correct place on the number line? Let's see. So he started reading at 3:30. And this shows when he finished. but it says that he read for 45 minutes. So which one is the right one when we're looking at this number line? Well, let's look and see. So we're looking at, we need to go 15 minutes and then we need to make a 30-minute hop. So when we're looking at this, it's not a straight hop to 4 o'clock to make it there. We're trying to find that 4 o'clock is. Did you get B? That's what I got, because here we need to go that 30-minute increment. So we need to hop from one end to the other. And we know that in between is a 15-minute increment. So B was the correct answer on this. All right, but don't stop. Don't give up. I want you to keep trying this, because the only way to learn a new concept is practice, practice, practice. Have your parents ask you questions. We left the house at this time. We got to Walmart at this time. How long did it take us? Practice writing everywhere you go. There's also some great online resources. If you go to the website and click on lesson 16, either link 2, 3, or 4, it'll give you plenty of chances to practice your elapsed time. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. Keep learning, keep being amazing, and keep having fun. We'll see you soon.